Well, let's just say Luka's job to win games is much more easy now, and he finally gets some more reinforcements to help with his Dallas Mavericks team. And just recently, these new signings of Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington led to a 35-point win for the Dallas Mavericks over a very good OKC Thunder team. And the crazy thing is, in this game against the Thunder, the Dallas Mavericks set a franchise record for the most points in the first quarter with 47 points. And I've been saying it, the addition of Dereck Lively alone has helped the Mavericks tremendously, but now you're adding Daniel Gafford, who is another lob threat for Luka, and alongside that, PJ Washington, who can space the floor out for you. In today's video, we're going to break down some film on both PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford and how exactly they played so well on their debut and how they work so well with Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Before we go any further though, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. And let's start this video off by looking at Daniel Gafford. Daniel Gafford has always been that lob threat in Washington. He just went severely overlooked because the Washington Wizards aren't a good team. Daniel Gafford is very good. He knows when to box out, he knows when to go for a lob, and his cutting abilities are also amazing. On this play, Luka Doncic has the ball in the right wing, and you could see Daniel Gafford is slowly making his way into the paint, and he has a mismatch in Isaiah Joe. So as Luka Doncic is cutting into the paint, Daniel Gafford goes in and boxes out Isaiah Joe, so he has enough room to catch that lob from Luka and dunk it into the rim. But here's another example when Luka and Gafford are both going at the rim again. Over here, as Luka and Gafford are attacking downhill, both Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams have to make a decision. Are you going to double Luka Doncic, or are you going to stay on Daniel Gafford? But Chet Holmgren decides to guard on Luka, so this gives Luka the ability to lob the ball up, and Daniel Gafford finishes. This is the dangerous part about giving Luka Doncic a lob threat, because Luka is so used to being doubled, and now he has a lob threat in Daniel Gafford and Dereck Lively at the same time. So it's pretty much impossible to guard him now. But what else does Gafford provide you on the defensive end? Well, he's a type of player that's gonna lure in the paint and wait till somebody cuts so he can get himself a nice block. He's practically a very solid rim protector for you. A good example is on this play where Gafford is guarding Giddey in the corner, and as you guys see, Gafford is deep in the paint because he knows that he could afford to let Giddey shoot a corner shot. So with Gafford's positioning, as Shea drives into the paint, he's automatically there to block the shot and be an amazing rim protector. But the most important thing for this Mavs squad is rebounding, and it's something that you need in every team to become a champion. And that's one thing Gafford had, the knack to grab the ball whether he gets a bad pass, whether a teammate misses a shot, he's gonna always be there to grab the rebound. Let's look at this play for example. Luka Doncic is going up for a step back three-pointer, but Daniel Gafford's positioning and box out is already there deep in the paint. But unfortunate for Gafford, the ball bounces off the bad side of the rim, which causes SGA to get the first tap on the ball, but Gafford is there to rip the ball away and get himself a bucket. But this play that I'm about to show you changes everything for the Mavs. Gafford goes to set a screen for Kyrie Irving, and while Kyrie is coming off the screen and pulling up, Gafford is already sprinting into the paint, and he boxes out Chet Holmgren and rips the rebound away from him and puts up an and one bucket, which is insane. But what if I told you that PJ Washington is almost as impactful as Daniel Gafford? His ability to penetrate the paint causes defenders to have to collapse on him, which leaves wide open people to knock down three-point shots. A good example is on this play when they swing the ball to PJ Washington in the left corner. And what he does is, instead of shooting, he drives into the paint to attract two defenders, which leaves a wide open Tim Hardaway Jr. for a three-pointer. And you don't want to do that. But what if I told you that when he penetrates the paint, he also creates opportunities for himself? Over here, PJ gets the swing in the left corner, pump fakes, and automatically attacks the paint. SGA collapses on him, so he then has to swing the ball to Derrick Jones. But look at what happens after he swings the ball. Chet Holmgren flies away, and he has a wide open lane to dunk the ball. This is what happens, guys, when you play unselfish basketball. You're gonna always lead yourself to get an easier bucket. But you guys may be saying, why are people helping when PJ Washington attacks the paint? Well, that's what he's good at. That's what he does the best, attacking the paint. And a good example is this play when PJ gets the ball on the left wing and attacks the defender's top foot. This causes the defender to have to move his legs a little bit more than usual, causing PJ Washington to body him because the defender is off balance, and PJ Washington has himself a wide open layup. And just a tip when you're playing basketball, when you want to attack the paint, make sure you attack the top foot of the defender. He's going to be severely off balance, and you're going to get yourself a wide open bucket like PJ Washington did. But one thing I also love about PJ is that he has a very good post game, and when he gets the ball in the left block here, what he does is that he jab steps so he has enough room to attack the middle of the paint. And once he gets in the middle of the paint, he hits his defender with a shimmy, and this gives him more than enough room to get off the jump hook. But obviously, when you're playing with Luka Doncic, you're going to have abilities to catch lobs like the one you're seeing on your screen right now. PJ won't really have to worry about self-creation too much. He can just run off the ball and sit in the corner and get himself very good looks. And obviously, what PJ Washington also does is spaces the floor out for you. So when Luka Doncic is driving into the paint, he has more room to operate with Daniel Gafford in the pick and roll. And also away from Gafford and PJ Washington, you could see that this team has a lot of shooters around Luka, and it's been working wonders. You got Maxi Kleber, you got Tim Hardaway dropping you 10 points and hitting 2 big 3-pointers. You got Hardy, who is a young talent that's also going out there and being very efficient on the only 10 minutes that he had all night against the Thunder. And in the last 10 games, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic have been on an absolute tear. Luka had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists against the Thunder, while Kyrie Irving also went crazy, scoring 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. But the most important thing is that both Luka and Kyrie are taking turns bringing the ball up, and their playmaking has been on an all-time high as they both combined for 17 rebounds. And especially when you have Gafford and PJ Washington, expect your assist numbers to skyrocket.
Throwing lobs, it's like you guys had instant chemistry.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like playing with guys like that, I just know the right spot to be in, you know, and like as long as they see me, as long as I put a finger up, they know pretty much where to throw it at.
Let me know in the comment section, guys, how far are the Dallas Mavericks going to go in this year's playoffs, and will they be a top 5 seed with these moves? But that's been all for me. If you guys could do me a favor, is hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you so much for 12,000 subscribers. That is insane. I had about 1K subs a year ago, so it's pretty crazy.